Alright guys, before I start the video, let me just say that my scar is healing up. I'm wearing a hat because I want to, and this shirt just came in today and it's clean as fuck and it's so comfortable. I'm gonna talk more about it at the end of the video. Alright, now we're gonna go on with the video, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Stephen Curry, aka the Mona Lisa of shooting, didn't always have his perfect shooting form. I mean, I always thought he had one of those mini hoops installed into his mother's womb when she was pregnant with him. You know, when he was a baby, instead of a pacifier, he was just chewing on a mouthpiece. Instead of milk, they gave him Gatorade. Instead of playing hide and seek, he played hide before I cross you and J your ass up. And honestly, all that stuff probably is true, but he didn't have great form while he was doing it. And that's because he actually completely changed his form while he was in high school. Since he used to be a lot smaller before, he didn't actually have the power to shoot from 3 with like good form, like above the head and stuff, so he would actually shoot it from his chest. And not only did he not have the power to shoot, but he was pretty short too. So with him being short and shooting from his chest, a defender that's playing up on him could easily block his shot. So one summer he decides to change it. So him and his dad, who by the way is Del Curry, which was the best shooter in the league at his time. Actually, now that I think about it, shooting is probably just in Steph's genetics. No, you know what, fuck this, I was right at the beginning of the video. Steph was probably in his mother's womb shooting blood vessels into her bloodstream. He doesn't have chloroplast in his skin, alright? He's got chlorosplash. What the fuck kind of tangent did I just go on? Okay, anyways guys, let's get back to the video. So Steph Curry used to shoot from his chest and he was getting blocked a lot. So one summer, him and his dad decide to try and change it so he can shoot from his head or like a little bit above his head. And in that one summer, they completely fixed it and he started shooting lights out the next season. And like 10 more years after that. I mean, the dude literally breaks 3-point records, then breaks those 3-point records that he used to break the old 3-point records. He was able to successfully change his shot within 2 to 3 months. And it didn't fuck up his shot, and he still kept making shots the same way he did before. He just had a higher set point. And a lot of you guys have told me that you want to change your shooting form, whether it be like your offhand thumb is affecting your shot, or you want to raise your set point like Steph Curry did, or you want that Sean Marion T-Rex form. You know, we all got different goals. So I'm gonna show you how to do that without messing up your form. But first, just so you guys realize I know what I'm talking about, this was a video of me back in 2013. And as you can see, I was clearly trying to two-hand tomahawk dunk the ball every time I shot it. And like that was really my shot. But then I kind of used this method that I came up with. And then in a couple of months, I was able to change my shot and it looked like this. But then my shot still felt kind of off, and I realized it was because, as you can see, my offhand was actually affecting my shot. I was using my thumb. I was flicking the ball with my offhand thumb. So I decided to get rid of that too. And then in a couple more months, I finally changed it. And then since then, my shots look like this.
Secure Ollie. Out with the horse.
It's obviously not physically perfect. You know, I have a little chicken wing when I shoot. My offhand could be a little bit lower on the ball. But the main thing is I make a good percentage of my shots and I feel super comfortable with this shot. And that reminds me, if your shot is good, don't change it just because it might look weird. I mean, look at Lonzo Ball. Like, I've literally got like 2 or 3 videos on that topic alone. Don't change your shot just because it looks weird. Only change your shot if you're not a good shooter or you keep getting blocked when you shoot like Steph Curry did. Anyway, here's how to safely change your shot without messing it up. Also, really quick, do this during the off season. Don't do this if you're, you know, in season, because it's gonna mess up your shot for the first week or 2. Anyway, now they've got that out of the way, here's what you want to do. Say for example, I'm gonna use my problem. I had my set point up here and I wanted to lower it to down here. What I would do is every single time I shot, whether it be practice or a game or just shooting around, the only thing I would think about is having my set point right here. I didn't think about flicking the ball. I didn't think about using my offhand. The only thing I thought about was having my normal form, but just making sure my set point was here. Make sure you mentally think about that, and you have to shoot every single day so that you can get the new shot committed to muscle memory. Remember, shooting 20 minutes a day for 7 days straight is way better than shooting 4 hours in 1 day, because it's the repetition over time that develops into muscle memory. Now, if you don't have access to a court, you can just do air shots at home, or maybe you can go outside, grab a basketball and just shoot, but don't aim it at a rim or anything. But try your hardest to find some hoop to shoot on every day. Then after about a month, you'll start getting used to it. After about 2 months, you'll start getting comfortable with it. And after that, you just kind of work it back up till you get accurate with that new shot. And if you want to change 2 things, like how I wanted to change my set point and my offhand thumb flick, then you have to first spend about 4 months on the first thing. Then once it feels natural, once you're confident with it, then you can focus on the next thing. But when you're focusing on the next thing, only think about that new thing. Don't think at all about the old thing. So basically, I did this set point thing. After 4 months, I focused only on this. After this got kind of ingrained into muscle memory, I went on and I started fixing my offhand thumb flick, but all I would think about was not using my offhand, because the set point thing had already been ingrained into muscle memory, so I didn't need to think about it anymore. But if you still need to think about it, then you're not ready yet. You need to keep working on that old thing. It's basically like trying to multitask, but you don't know how to do either task. And make sure you don't do drugs. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure to like the video if you got fingers, and subscribe if you got branches. And by the way, guys, my copy of this shirt finally came in today. It's so fucking clean. It's super comfortable too. So basically, if you guys got the last shirt, that was like the cheapest I could make the shirt. That's why the quality wasn't that great on the shirt. But this is so nice, and I'm gonna take a little cut from my profit just so you guys will be able to afford it more. So basically, I recommend this quality 100%. But if you really can't afford it, the cheaper quality, I'm gonna have it available too, is gonna be $3 less, which for $3, it's a huge upgrade. The material is so much better. Like, I literally make no more profit off of it. In fact, I might make more profit off the cheaper shirt. But I just really want you guys to get a good quality, dope shirt. And also, guys, I got some dope color waves coming out for this shirt. I got, let's see, I got this white on maroon that I'm wearing. I got gold on maroon. I got gold on midnight navy. I got gray elephant print on white, and I got white elephant print on black. And there's gonna be a couple bit more like basic ones like black on white, white on black. This shit's gonna be dope as fuck. I cannot wait. Available in 2 more weeks. And I'm doing a Q&A once I reach 1,000 followers on Instagram. So if you wanna see the Q&A, follow me on there. And I'll see you in hell.
I'm just looking for the time back. I lose almost every day. I can't blink a single time right now without seeing your face. You have a smile that just lingers.